Welcome to the new Founders Project update from Craft Engine. My name is Benny. I'm one of the co-founders of Craft Engine, and together with Ruby, we have founded Craft Engine in October last year. We are since creating and developing a lot of engines, community tools that accelerate community activity uh, with the help of generative AI. Today, I had some days off. I had some days vacation, and I really tanked a lot of energy to get back to grinding. Today, I'm alone doing the update. Ruby is also grinding the next tool or engine we are going to release. For that, I'm going to do it alone tonight. And at first, what I want to do is I want to talk about the latest news around AI because GPT-5 has dropped from OpenAI. They announced it in a big way. It was a really huge thing after Anthropic, for example, released Sonnet 4.1, and Google released also a lot of new models they're constantly releasing. And GPT-5 is a little bit underperforming in some ways. In other ways, it's breaking the benchmarks, but in some ways, it's also underperforming. Which is a bit like bad, I think. But OpenAI is concentrating on the corporate world. I think they removed a lot of models, a lot of options, and just placed GPT-5 there, which can do everything at once. It can think for you which model you need and will use it itself. But so some people didn't like that. Like they lost 4.0, and 4.0 was it was a good companion. It was a really yeah, it had charisma. It helped you through hard times. And GPT-5 was more like business speech, no emotions, you know. So at first they said, okay, we're bringing 4.0 back because people had an emotional connection to that model. And next off, we are going to change the personality of GPT-5 to be more companion-like. People say we have met a plateau from AI, which might be true in some model technology, but we had that before. Like when LLMs hit a plateau, we got thinking models, which then accelerated the progress. And we will find other things, maybe diffusion models for LLMs or something like that, which will accelerate this also even more. And the first thing I want to talk about is really about AI and how software engineers are working with AI, or like how we are working with AI. And for that, I want to show you like a few steps that software engineers need to do from the idea, from the vision up to the finished product. What you need to do is you need to find the idea, or the vision. Once you have it, you can write a technical concept. Then you can get to coding. Then you need to test your code. Then you need to launch it into a server, buy a domain or whatever. And then you need to, of course, observe it. And if any bugs occur, you need to fix that. In 2023, which was like the first year where software engineers could really work with LLMs, we had like GPT 3.5 Turbo. And like right here, I want to show what the automation level was for those tasks of a software engineer, and like how much AI could already do that automatically. And in 2023, everything was mostly low. Like it could a little bit help you with the vision. It could help you a little bit more about the technical concept, but it wasn't really good in coding or testing or in launching. Like it was very poor. Like you couldn't do anything to launch your app. And also observing wasn't great. In 2024, we got like Sonnet 3.5 or GPT-4, and everything was better. Like you could talk a little better, you could write things a little better, you could code a little better. Also with the new tools like Cursor or Klein or Roo Code coming up. And yeah, it was a good year. This year we have another boost, I would say, and I will show you why in a while after that chart. Um, it's now cool to chat with yeah, AI about your vision or your idea. You still need to guide it because it's very generic, but it's cool. It's very good in doing technical concepts automatically because it knows all the tools you can use, and it can really put together a very good technical concept of your requirements, of course. Coding is, I would say, still like medium automation level, but that's not because the the models didn't get better in coding. The complete opposite is the thing. It's more like it's the most crucial part about all of this. You know, like if there is no code, there is no app. So this is the hardest part that AI can like automate, and it's still in a medium level, I would say, but we are accelerating. I'll show you why in a while. It's very good in testing the automation right now. I bet that like next year it's very high. I would say it can be fully automated. But I also would say like no software engineer that is working with AI is writing tests anymore, because AI can just analyze your code base and write tests upon it. Like this needs to work, and just write a script which tests it. It is better in launching and observing all of that stuff because it can use tools now. It can use like tools that can launch your app onto a server. It can use tools to purchase a domain name and set it automatically. This is 2025. We have new technical releases, which I show you. But I would say, like in 2026, this will only get greener or bluer in some kind. So in a few years, from idea to vision, it will be just a prompt. And this is how like we've worked. Like in 2023 with GPT 3.5, a software engineer gave a prompt like code me this snippet, and the AI gave back the code, and you pasted the code back into your code base. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work, but it was cool because it was like a 2 or 3x improvement for a software engineer, because you just didn't have to write that little snippets anymore. In 2024, with the launch of Cursor or others that automatically helped you coding in your IDE, it was like you can activate the agent mode, and the agent mode can like do some tasks or set up some tasks and do it one after another. So you gave it a prompt. The first thing it did is to analyze your code base, to write a concept, how the code fits into your current code base. Then it coded that stuff and it tested it. And once it was successful, you got it back. This was the point where engineers got like a 5 to 10 x improvement, because the code mostly wrote itself. You just need to check it afterwards or the changes. Sometimes you get stuck and you really need an hour to identify where it's stuck, and maybe only software engineers can do that. But like that was 2024. With the release of SOP agents from Anthropic, we right now have this kind of setup. What you can do right now, if you do it in a good way, if you're able to work with SOP agents, then you you have a good position to maybe only give the idea, to only give the vision, and the AI is just creating everything itself. The thing is, what you can do right now is you can give the idea to an AI, and the AI is, for example, able to create sub agents. And those sub agents are doing their own different tasks. Like the first sub agent after the idea needs to understand what you want. It needs to analyze maybe competitors or something from the web. Then it needs to write a concept, and then it revises it. And if it doesn't work out, it does the whole thing again. And it's doing one by one after another, until it's finished, and it can report back to the AI, to the main AI, that it has finished. We have a good concept, and this AI can create another sub agent, which is a coding sub agent. And the coding sub agent has like 50 steps it needs to go through, and it detects where are we, analyze the current code, make the changes for the steps, test it, revise it until it works. It's like in those ages, 2025 and beyond, you will give the AI something and it will work for minutes or for hours to create the whole thing. And every sub agent is good in their stuff. Like the first sub agent is good in code and writing or creating concepts, understanding humans. I don't know. It has a web search tool to analyze the competition. The second one is good at coding. The third one is good at like hosting and observing and reporting if something is wrong. So this is the next evolutionary step. And we are currently setting that up for Craft Engine. It's a lot of work because to get good results in here, you need to know how you can do that. And to do that good, you need to adjust this. And in the end, it's you that depends the most, like your idea, the vision, why it works, and what special stuff you want. So it's very hard to set up, but we are working on it, because if you don't do this, you will be like the FOMO is real. Like it is with AI, the FOMO is real. You're missing out if you do not, if you're not able to adapt. Yes, this is just quickly. It was 10 minutes, but this is what I wanted to show you, because it maybe explains a little bit why we hadn't had big launches in the previous weeks. It's because we are setting up the next evolutionary step of AI coding, to even get faster and better and safer for everything. The next steps are the self-service for the custom image engine. We've onboarded 2 new B2B clients to that. We still haven't done any marketing around it. It's still mouth to mouth, and we are onboarding clients. And the next step is to automate this, because no competition can offer the automation yet. It can't offer an automation in launching your Telegram bot with this custom image AI. And everybody should be like, we think like it's a very huge, it has a very huge potential to get us a lot of revenue. Right now, B2B clients are paying hundreds of dollars to us to set it up and to use the product. If we have the self-service and can market it, we can have like hundreds or thousands of clients that are paying multiple hundreds of dollars to use that. So we see a lot of potential in the custom image engine because it doesn't exist. But it's also very tricky. It's also very tricky to build the system because, training an image model to one character, it's a little bit hard. It's not hard if you know what to do, but for AI, it's still very hard. And we need to tweak the AI, prompt the agents so they're actually capable of doing that. We are, I would say, 70% through it, but there is still stuff to do. I would say in the next couple of days and weeks, we are going to finish the self-service. We are also working on the self-service for the character AI, which we see as most promising engine in total. We want to give it tools like creating images, creating memes, searching the web, analyzing token addresses. And once the whole package is done, and we are also able to put up a self-service that is easy to do, because a self-service for a character is also not that simple. The people need to put in all the knowledge of the project, all the updates in a chronological way, all the people the project holds, the mods, but also the personality. How should it answer? When should it not answer? And it's like setting up a character is not that easy, but we want to make it very easy, and with the help of AI, which detects what you want before you even know what you want. But this also takes time. But we are currently working in parallel because both will have the potential to get us automatic revenue. Yeah. All right. We are still working on the base mini app. We are halfway through. We are first mover in that. We are building an analyzing app that takes forecaster data and projects it back to the people. If you like have the free version, it will show you some analysis. If you have the pro version, it will show you all the analysis around your profile and the engagement. And this hasn't been done before, which is cool. Like we are we are batting on the first move advantage, but it's also, we see base, or the base app especially, as upcoming. Like everyone who is currently on there wants to get more followers, wants to build a reputation on that social media platform. And if Coinbase or Base is really able to get all the Web2 people in it, and also the Web3 people and the creators, then everyone will need such good analysis in detail. We have finished the data grabber. We just need to finish up the UI, but then we are also able to launch our new forecaster base mini app. Yeah. The fourth thing I would say we are also currently working on, it may sound a little bit stupid that we are working on 4 products at the same time, but this is what AI can do for us. And if we are stuck at one, we can focus on the second, or on another, or help out with another. The fourth thing we want to finish up is the holder page for our community to connect. You can connect your X, you can connect your Telegram, your wallets, and then you will see the engagement you've done for Craft, or the loyalty points you will get from holding the token, and everything will flow into one experience bar. It will be very gamified. It will be very attractive to connect your wallet daily and catch your loot boxes and see the progress that you're doing with holding Craft, like giving the holder also a reason to hold Craft right now, which is what we need badly. We have not much traction on the chart. This is because we haven't pushed yet. We are saving the money for getting in the volume, for getting in the makers, to push after we have finished all of those tools. We are in a place where people are not selling. They're also not, maybe they're buying more in the past 2 weeks and selling less. But we are in a very good way, a very good spot where our community is active. The chart is still, but the community is still active. But we see it. We see the chart. We're careful of the chart. It's just like right now, it's not the right time to push for a good reason. And once we have some revenue machinery going on, once we have a reason for the holder to buy Craft and to hold Craft, we are also able to push this and to gain much more people than we would gain if we push right now. If like I've wrote it into the chat, if you are attracting 1,000 people and 998 leave, you haven't won anything. But if you have the tools in place to hold those people that are seeing you, then you will be able to push in a really good way. We have also some loyal holders, some DCA buyers, which I am personally in contact with. It's very based, I would say, right now, and I would say Craft is cheap. Some think the same way. Maybe we find other DCAers who are putting Ethereum into the chart until we push, or we make the great push. That's it for this week. We will have another founders update next week, of course. We hopefully can show you a new release or a new engine at that point. I'm looking forward to it. And yes, thank you so much for caring, for watching. It was 20 minutes. I wanted to have it in 5, but I wasn't here for a long time. It's good that we've talked. If you're still watching, thank you for supporting us. And let's get this to a point where our tools are not only the best ones, but also like people will talk about our tools because they are the best ones, and maybe also the only ones who can offer everything. Next week, we are going to talk a bit more about the big picture of the engines and how we are currently also connecting them, which is very powerful. So looking forward to that. And until that, I wish you a cool weekend and a based weekend, and see you next